Okay, so I can already hear everyone asking, why aren't you playing the remastered version? Well,
The remastered.
the remastered version is way too pricey. It's overpriced. Sorry. Fucking Fabberwocky. There we go. What?
Jabberwocky.
Fabberwocky. Yeah. So, I'm kind of notorious for taking forever on these kind of things, so I'm just kind of gonna blaze by because I already know what I want.
Let's be a female this time. We chose male on Pokemon.
Okay, yeah. We'll be a female with a beautiful bald head.
Right.
We will be. Do we want a big head? No, well, we can only have a tiny head though. I mean, top heavy is kind of big. Let's just go with average.
Alright.
Yeah. We like average women.
Yeah. That's what I'm about.
And God, they're all. This is one thing that everyone can agree on. They're all ugly.
Just pick like the super Asian one.
The Far East Traveler.
Yeah.
You know, I made my wife play this game not too long ago. I made her play, and up until like the first boss, and I was like, okay, you're gonna fight, you're gonna beat the first boss, and she did on her first try. It was fucking phenomenal. But this is exactly this is exactly how she built her character as well.
What, Far East Traveler?
Yeah. She was like, oh, this one looks like me, and I'm like, I mean,
If you say so.
maybe a little. What? God, I fucking hate all the hairstyles, so I'm just gonna go with this one. And we're gonna go with red. God.
I love her already.
I know, she's kind of scary though. Okay.
I would be terrified of anyone whose name was Fabberwocky.
Right, no, I'm already scared and that's my name. Because like you've never really played Dark Souls. I mean, right before this recording session, you were playing Dark Souls 3.
Right, and that's my first time playing, and I didn't even get to start because now we're recording. So.
Exactly. So Lane has about 2 minutes of actual gameplay of Dark Souls under his belt. But pro tip: always get the master key.
Always.
Always. There's no fucking reason to get anything else. The Tiny Beings ring is kind of cool.
In the age of ancients, the world was unfolding.
Oh shit! I can skip that. Sweet.
Awesome.
I didn't know I could skip that. But yeah. So always get the master key. It's the only fucking thing worth having. The Tiny Beings ring is kind of cool because it heals you and shit, you know, but very slowly. It's not that fucking useful, but it's kind of useful, I guess, compared to everything else.
Right.
All the other gifts are fucking pointless. And whenever you were playing,
There went the timer
there
again.
went the timer again. That's a recurring theme. No, so like, you know, when you were playing Dark Souls 3, it asks you like, what gift do you want? Dark Souls 3, like, the gift doesn't really matter. But
Okay, good.
Yeah. There's not really one that stands out as like being the ultimate fucking thing. But in this one, it's the fucking master key. So, I was kind of lying when I said Shala beat this boss on her first try.
Kinda lying.
Yeah, kind of lying because like I told her, okay, there he is, go fight him. You have to beat him now. But yeah, so she died.
Okay.
But I mean, it's fucking hard. I mean, like, he doesn't take very much damage, but the true thing, obviously you need to run through this gate, because you're not gonna fuck him up with a sword hilt. But, you know, people do it. Dark Souls is one of those games where people take the challenge. They're just like, I'm gonna go ahead and just beat this guy with 2 damage. Oh, pro!
Stab him in the back, stab him in the back. Wasn't near as satisfying as what I hope it would have been.
I'm sorry, how about that?
That's a bit more satisfying.
It doesn't really matter because it does shit damage. I need to get my knife. But I think Dark Souls is probably like, you know, one of the most popular games to like, you know, let's play and be all like, oh, look how good I am at it.
Right.
And I'm not saying I'm not gonna do that at some point, you know, because I've platinumed all 3. That makes me the best at them. No,
Congratulations.
I know, I worked really hard. My mom is extremely proud of me. She brags about me to the other moms.
She has like that bumper sticker You know how most moms have like, my kid is an undergrad or something like that. Yours says, my son beat all the Dark Souls.
Yeah. Only it says I platinumed all the Dark Souls,
Right.
which means I did everything there is to do in that game. But one thing I will say I've never done in Dark Souls is I've never played the DLC. And that means like 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, any of them. Like I've never played the DLC. And I think it's because I've punished myself with them so much. So it's kind of like, okay, I've had a fucking enough. But like what's your history with Dark Souls?
As we have said before, I haven't played shit.
Yeah, but like, do you like?
I mean, I've seen playthroughs on YouTube and stuff like that, so I know like what I'm getting myself into when I do go to play the game. But, yeah, never played it myself. So.
Well, like, my brother, my little brother, well, he's like 21 now, but you know that's how it is. But my younger brother, I'm gonna call him that. That's a bit more respectful, I guess. My younger brother was, he got into these games whenever the first one came out. And I remember he had it on the Xbox or the PlayStation. I can't remember what we had whenever he first got it. But he had it, and I remember he would play it out in the living... It was the PlayStation. It was definitely the PlayStation because we had the PlayStation 3 out in the living room. And he was playing it out in the living room, and I came out to go like see what he was playing, and I saw what the fuck was going on. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to play this game. It didn't help that he would get like really frustrated with it because, you know, it's like it was his first time playing it and everything, and it's hard the first time. I mean, it's still kind of hard, but it's nowhere near as hard as the first time you play it.
Yeah.
But I said to myself, I'm never going to play this game.
God, look at the ass on this thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, the rule is...
Big boy.
The rule is way stronger in Dark Souls 3. The rule to fight the bosses in Dark Souls 3 is get up in that ass.
Yeah.
In Dark Souls 1, that rule sort of holds true, but not nearly as much. But, yeah, Davis, my brother's name is Davis. He does the music for my channel as well, so if you've ever been interested in that, yeah, that's who does that. But he played this game, and I would watch him, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to fucking play that. It's too fucking hard. And it's kind of scary. There's blood, and it's dark, and it's not fairy tales and shit.
It's got some like demented images too.
Yeah, it's really gory and demented, and I like that shit now. But whenever he was first playing Dark Souls, I was like, no way, man. I'm not interested. I just want to play fucking PlayStation 2. Because I had just started collecting video games at the time, and I was really getting back into PlayStation 2 a lot. But eventually, obviously, I did pick up Dark Souls because I started collecting platinum trophies for the PlayStation. And I was like, oh man, you know, like, what's a really fucking hard game that I can really brag about? And I landed on Metal Gear Solid 4 because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. And then I played through all of Metal Gear Solid 4, and that game has a ridiculously hard platinum trophy. If you don't know about it, it's fucking ridiculous, and it's very difficult, and I'm still very proud of 100%ing that game. But the point is, I did that, and I was like, and that platinum trophy is way harder than Dark Souls. But at the time, I felt really empowered, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking play Dark Souls. I'm gonna fucking do it. So I booted up, and I started playing it, and I got my fucking ass handed to me for hours on end. But I kept making progress. And I think that's when I kind of like awoke to the fact that Dark Souls is not this impossible or insurmountable thing.
Right.
You know, it's just like challenging. And I think anyone can play Dark Souls. And I think anyone can beat Dark Souls as long as they're willing to actually, you know,
put in the time and
put in the time and effort
basically.
And actually try to play the game and not just like, you know, continuously throw yourself at it and not changing your tactics.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, God, this is one thing that I am upset about since I am playing the original, you know, like there's this, like, and it's the PC version. The PC version is kind of notorious for its lag, but it won't be constant. And if it is, I will work on that so the next set of recordings isn't as bad. But yeah, no, Dark Souls is one of those games that everyone kind of props up as like, oh, this is how you tell if you're a real man or a real gamer.
Right, it's just that meme of this is as hard as Dark Souls.
Yeah, that
This
too.
is the blah blah of Dark Souls.
That too, for sure. Man, I just ran right past that dragon. Man, but yeah, no. So you know, I really do feel like Dark Souls is not as hard as people claim it is. You know, if I can fucking do it, anyone can.
And you weren't kidding about that glitchiness.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's like something a little wrong here, but you know, frame rate is insufficient for online play. Okay.
Gee, don't say.
Error with frame rate detected in online mode is not accessible. Okay, we'll be back.